A few days ago, the Biden administration announced their intent to ban menthol flavored cigarettes and all flavored cigars, citing health risks to minors and minorities. What is the underlying issue that this is trying to address, and will it help? I'm Jonathan Devine, and this is a Scrutiny Quick Hit. Menthol is currently the only flavored cigarette on the market in the United States. So, what happened to the other flavors? Well, in 2009, President Barack Obama, with then President Joe Biden by his side, signed H.R. 1256 titled the Family Smoking and Tobacco Prevention Act, which banned all cigarette flavors except menthol and added a slew of new market restrictions and requirements to the tobacco industry. Biden wants to cover this last inch of that battle by banning all flavors entirely. So that was in 2009. It's been 12 years. Did the ban help? Is youth cigarette smoking down just as the proponents of the bill promised? Well, we don't know. Since 2009, youth smoking has plummeted, which is great news, but the reason is mostly attributed to the rise of vaping. We'll get back to vapes in a minute, but the point here is it's difficult with this particular timeline to isolate whether the drop in cigarette use was because of the ban or because of the new opportunity. Studies do demonstrate that youth are attracted to menthol cigarettes. The CDC says 56% of first-time puffs are menthol cigarettes. And in adults, menthol cigarettes are preferred by just under a quarter of all smokers. The question, though, is what happens when you take menthol cigarettes away? Is there any actual studies that show youth and adults quit smoking entirely because their preferred flavor is gone? I've yet to find such a study. The basic assumption is if you take something away, people will stop doing it, which has worked out so well in the drug war. Cigarette use kills more people in the US every year than COVID-19. Roughly 480,000 Americans die every year from complications arising from a smoking habit. And, by the way, the much touted, almost as bad as cigarettes, vape pens, 0 deaths last year. And you know, after they get this menthol cig, they will be after the vapes, which will drive people back to the thing that actually kills people in droves, cigarettes. The other group this bill aims to protect is minorities, who consume menthol cigarettes at much higher rates than the white population. I'm really trying to find an objective way to communicate the blatant white towery happening here, but I'm failing. How are minority groups supposed to feel when the government says, you do this thing too much, so we're going to make you stop it? But it's just a flavor, you say. It's not like it's going to kill anyone. It'll probably have some chilling effect on tobacco use, right? But let's not forget Eric Gardner. Say his name. Eric Garner was a black man selling single cigarettes on the street. He was calm, non-confrontational, and not under the influence. Yet police put him in a chokehold and killed him dead. The BLM movement and many others put Biden-Harris into office because they wanted to reduce institutional abuse of minority communities. Instead, we're defining more petty crimes into law that will also disproportionately affect poor and minority communities and keep our prison populations full up. These actions, while appearing noble, do have consequences.